So, what's up? We're back with another video. I recorded a video earlier, but I wanted to make another video about something I thought was important. A piece of knowledge and information about energy and energy transfer. So, that's what we're here to talk about. I got my book right here. I'm going to explain this diagram that I drew out to make sure that you would be able to understand this, whoever's watching it. And if you don't understand it, even with the diagram, that's no problem. It doesn't matter. Just you'll understand when you understand, if that makes sense. But anyways, energy transfer diagram. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because this is important when it comes to people, specifically relationships. And I'm talking about any relationship. It could be a friend, a lover, a romantic partner, a mom, a dad, whatever it may be. But this has everything to do with your awareness of energy and your intuition and your awareness overall of everything. So, this is the energy transfer diagram. This is what I drew out. And I don't know if you can see this or not. I don't know if it's backwards or not. It might be. But, yeah, I'm just going to explain this for how I wrote it. So you got this big circle, okay? That's everything. That's unity consciousness. That's the collective, the unity, the oneness that I'm talking about. Everything is one. Everything is connected. Everything is intertwined with energy, connected in even the smallest of ways that we can't even fathom, okay? So when it comes to people and relationships, all right, and just people in general, when people think, okay, consciously think, they put out energy of that thought, okay? Now, since we're talking about people and relationships and such, when a person thinks about another person, that's where it gets not complicated, but interesting, okay? So, so this is you, this is them. And this is the collective consciousness, this is oneness right here, that big circle. Everything is connected. You and them, whoever it is connected to you. Everyone is connected in every way. When they think of you, okay, they put out energy of thought. The thought of you. The energy of you. Everything. That energy that they're putting out by thinking of you consciously is then gone from them, their being, their energetic being, okay, to your energetic being. And then when it gets to you, say you're just sitting there, okay? You're just enjoying yourself. Maybe you're meditating. Maybe you're just enjoying your life for what it is. You're minding your own business. And then out of nowhere, someone that you don't think about at all, or someone that you don't even know at all, pops into your head, all right? They pop into your head just randomly. And I want to say something about this before I go deeper too. The mind is its own being. The mind will think about whatever it wants, whenever it wants. Your mind is always focused on itself. It's internal problems, it's wounds, it's crazy thoughts, it's intrusive thoughts. And if you're not trying to consciously think of someone, then you won't. Okay? So that's why when you are randomly just in thought out of nowhere of someone or something, maybe. Most specifically, someone, okay? It's them thinking of you, which is putting that energy of them within your being. Got that? So when they think of you, they're putting out energy through thought. And that thought, that energy is transferring to you. And you pick up on it because we're all one. We're all one consciousness, all one energy connected. So it's like nothing. If you think of someone, they will pick up on the fact that you are thinking of them through the energy. If they're aware, if they're in tune with themselves and their intuition and all that. So, their energy is there. They're in your mind now. Because they sent that energy over to you. But it's your conscious decision whether you want to attach to that thought, that energy that they're sending towards you, or disregard it, detach from it, let it go, and let it flow. All right, that's what I do. I just let it flow. I don't attach to it. That it sort of comes with your awareness when you realize that some stuff isn't as real in the mind as you thought. Anyways, if you consciously after you get that energy transfer from them, of them thinking of you, you have the choice to A, attach to it and think of them back, or B, let it be, let it flow, don't attach to it, just let the thought go. Let the energy flow past your being without any disturbance. If you, this is the first option, and this is on the diagram as well. If you choose to consciously think of that person, if you choose to, and whatever, when it comes to thinking of them, that thought, like I said before, energy, that energy goes back to them because you're thinking of them constantly. It's a cycle, almost. It's a cycle of them. Now your energy is within them. That's energy right there, that little squibble. So it could keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And the only time it stops is when you or them stop thinking of each other. And I'm not talking about, someone could keep thinking about you and you could be aware of it, but you could stop thinking of them just because there's no place for their energy to be within your energy. Alright? So like I said, alright, I'm going to go over this one more time. They think of you. That thought is energy. So the energy transfers to you because we are all one. We're all connected energetically. This energy is within you in the time frame where you're aware of it, and then you can choose to attach to it or let it go. So you determine whether this cycle keeps going or not. Though someone could still just think about you just because they want to think about you and you don't think about them. It could be that way. And in my opinion, it's self-empowerment to not be selfish in your way of thinking, but to not think about anyone but yourself unless it's a situation. Because there's always situations in life where you have to be unselfish or selfish for yourself. And it all comes down to who you are and such. But I don't entertain energy that's outside of me, because I know that my energy, if anybody else's energy is being interfered with my energy, that it can mess up my journey and my path and my focus on my own path and my own journey. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that a little bit. I hope whoever's watching this got it or understood it. If not, like I said, it's fine. But yeah, if you're ever wondering why just randomly out of nowhere, even though you have nothing to do with them, or you've only met them once, or it could be with people that you've met before and you have a long-term relationship with them, whether it's friends or family, whatnot. If randomly you're just sitting there and they are in your mind for some reason out of nowhere, they're thinking of you. They are. That's just how energy works. That's why when you become aware of energy and you become aware of all that is and isn't, you start to realize how much everything really is intertwined with each other and connected to each other and one with each other. And that's sort of what I wanted to explain here, where everything is one, and even though it may not seem that way in the physical, it is in the spiritual. It is energetically, because all of us are one. All of us are energy. And energy is always going. There's always a cycle of energy in life, and that's life and death. But there's other cycles of energy. And this is an example of one of those cycles that you can choose to stop or allow to be. But it all depends on what you want out of life. If you want to keep allowing your energy to be okay, let me slow down. Allow yourself to entertain the energy of someone else that you aren't even in contact with physically, or maybe you're not even trying to be involved with them at all. You know, it's almost like when you're trying to get away from an ex. All right, you're focused on yourself, you're in a good spot, and then randomly they're there in your mind. And that's not you. That's not you thinking of them. That's them thinking of you. Okay? It's just energy. And for some, people might be like, well, what the... How does he even know this? How is he even... Like, is this true? Whatever is true to you is your truth. So you can accept this, as in you can see it as your truth, or you can continue seeing your truth as your truth, whatever perspective you have on life, whether you're conscious of energy or not. All right? I don't judge. I don't care. People can live how they want to live and be aware of what they want to and entertain what they want to. All right? But anyways, I hope you understood this video. Like I said, if you didn't, it's not your fault. It was just an interesting topic that I felt as if should be said and told, because sometimes people get confused on why the mind goes somewhere that it doesn't even put focus on. And when it comes to people, that's one of the reasons why. Because if you're truly focused on yourself, if you're doing your own thing, and you're confused on why a person or this person keeps coming back to mind, though you aren't even focused on them at all, you're just focused on yourself, you're just doing your thing, just realize people are thinking about you. Even if you don't realize it, some people are thinking about you, whether they're telling you or not. Okay? So, I guess don't let it add to your ego to the point where you're like, oh, people are thinking about me, I must be really something. Just be like, people are thinking about me. That's it. They can think about me all they want, but that doesn't mean I'm going to entertain the thought of them, if that makes sense. Because when you entertain stuff outside of yourself, you're giving a piece of yourself away. You're giving a little bit of your power away, if that makes sense. So align your thoughts with that of which you want and that of which keeps you in a good place. And even when someone is sending you energy or your mind is getting distracted by external energy, you got to be aware. Once you're aware of it, you got to let go of it. You got to let it flow. You got to center your attention onto yourself, your dreams, your desires, your wants, your necessities. But everybody has free will. So do what you want. Do what you want. But yeah, anyways, I love you. Stay present. Stay safe.